Okay. All right. So we are live now here. So here today onwards we are going to start our mathematics lecture, or we can say the actual subject name, that is a quantitative technique second for the semester second, uh, F5 BA, BAF, BSCIT, and for F5 become for our institution, that is a Jivandip College Kadi. And today onwards we are going to take that one as what in the form of online. So here you can see the terms, correct? What is the chapter name? That is a quantitative technique. Okay, and here we are going to start without doing any further delay. For the credit point 2, everything is the same as we have already seen in the last semester. Okay, and same PDF syllabus file I am going to upload in our WhatsApp group, so you can refer that from there. Now here is the first module, you can see, correct, and the terms and the topic which we have to study in this in that first module is equation and the inequality. What? Equation and the inequality. Now what is exactly mean that very first here we will discuss, and then after we are going to take the more concept which we have given to study. So what is exactly mean of equation? Simply let me add new page inside a new page. Okay, in a mathematics, see, everything which here we are going to talk about, we are trying to understand it. I am going to tell you mathematic point of view. Okay, so equation, now what is the equation says? What is the equation says? Simply a statement that two quantities are equal. A statement of what? Two quantities are equal. Okay, like what? Simply or another way I can explain it, a day-to-day life statement, if we are going to express in the form of mathematics, then that term is also nothing but what? The equation. Okay, simply here we can add or we can convert any statement in terms of mathematics, and that term is nothing but what? Equation. Like 2x plus 3 is equal to 5, correct? Then x square plus 5 is equal to 25, such a. Okay, so that all term are nothing but what? Equations. What is the measure or characteristics of equation? That left hand side, this is a left hand side, okay, LHS, and this is a RHS, right hand side. Both sides are equal in an equation. What it said? Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay, when they are going to change their place from left side to right side or right side to left side, at that time they are changes their nature. Now what is the nature? Simply some natures are like a positive, negative. Okay, then multiplication, division, or we can say divide. Okay, so here they are going to change what? Their nature. It means if any number or any variable is at left hand side, it going to change its side, then it go for what? Negation. It changes its nature. If anything is a multiplication, it going to change their symbol, going to change their side, then it go for what? Division. So that is what properties of a equation, and they are what? They always satisfied each other. Okay, they are what? Always satisfied each other, and that is the nature of what? And that is nothing but what? Equation. Now here we have to understand one more term, that is the inequality. Here you can see inequality. Now what is inequality? Simply it is a relation which make a non-equal comparison. Okay, not equal comparison. If we are going to express in a mathematics, then that term is nothing but what? The inequality. Okay, So this is the thing which we have to study, and all this thing you have to keep in your mind and try to visualize when I am going to teach you that remaining terms. Okay, so here is the first term, that is the equation. Now in equation we have to study a linear equation in one variable, two variable, simultaneous equation in two variable, and three variable, and forming of simultaneous equation. All these 4 points today here we are going to discuss in this lecture. So here we will start. Now what, before starting the term, the linear equation, it is abbreviation of equation. Okay, linear equation in one variable, linear equation in what, one variable. Now what is exactly mean of linear means straight line. Okay, linear means what, straight line. Here you can see that lines which we can see on your screen, that is what, linear. Okay, so instead of straight line you can use the word linear. Okay, so it's a mathematical. Okay, so linear equation in a one variable, we already know, recently we have discussed what is exactly mean of the equation. Now one variable means what, simply the unknown value representation is nothing but what, variable. Unknown value representation is known as what, a variable. Now student, here variable means what, unknown value representation. Okay, now unknown means what, in Marathi we call that as a mahit nasleli. Okay, so simply in a mathematics, if you don't know any value, so at that time we are not stopped there. Okay, we just considering that unknown value. Okay, the value which we don't know, we are considering that, we are representing that by any alphabet or any symbolic form, and that term is nothing but what, variable. Like generally it is represented by a small alphabet, so x, y, z, a, b, c, then p, q, r, any alphabet or any symbolic form you can use for the variable. So here today in this topic we are going to discuss a linear equation in how many variable, one variable. Going to solve some questions based on that. Okay, so here, okay, so here we will start the linear equation in one variable. Now what is exactly that mean of that, we have already discussed, correct? So linear equations, straight line and in one variable, it means it is represented by any value. It have one standard form, it have what, or we can say the general equation form. Okay, it have what, standard form or general equation form, and it is a ax plus b is equal to c. Okay, what, general equation of a linear equation in one variable. Here you can see this is what, only one variable which is a, and that is what, general equation of a linear equation in a straight line. It means if any equation is representing the straight line having only one variable, that then it must be in the form of that one, it means. Okay, how to solve it, that is the main question. So simply it's very easy how to solve it. If you know the simplification rules, then you can easily solve the the linear equation in one variable. How? Simply, here first I am going to take one example. The example says here that 3y minus 8. Okay, 3y minus 8. If it is a equations, what happened? Okay, 3y minus 8 is equal to simply here I can take like 17. Okay, then find out the value of y if it is a equation. So simply y is what, variable here. How can we solve that? It's very easy. First of all you have to rewrite the equation. Okay, then here 3y is equal to 17. As I said, in a equation, if any value, particular value is going to change its symbol, at that time what happen, it changes its nature. Okay, so here that minus term when goes to this side, it go for what, it go for a multiplication, subtraction to addition. Therefore the value will be what, the value will be 8. Okay, the value will be what, 8. Now simply that a y is equal to 17 3y. Okay, then simply that value here will be what, 17 plus 8 is equal to what? Yeah, see, we have already opened the chat box, so if you have any doubt, then simply you can ask. If my voice is not audible to you, you can pin me up there. Okay, and one more important thing, the same video here I am going to upload on our channel, so you can check it from there. Okay, so here that which is equal to what, 25. So y is equal to what, 25 upon 3, and that is value of what, y. And this is how you have to solve the linear equations. Okay, simply we will take some more one. So student, the recent take question is very simple one. Now you are in the first year of your graduation, so here we are going to take bit challenging or a bit intermediate level question. Okay, so simply the question here we are going to take which is a word problem. Okay, we can take a question like any question like chalo, the sum of two positive integer is okay, is that is a question today we have. Chalo, so okay, so here is the question, you can see on your screen. What is the question says, a sum of two positive integer. Okay, sum of what, two positive integer is, sum of two positive integer is what, is a 220 234. One of them is exceed with other by 16, then find the integer. It's very easy and simple questions we have, simple question we have. Okay, so how can we solve that? Simply it is a word problem. So very first, when the word problem comes, at that time you have to convert the statement in the form of equation, whichever statement is given, which is what, yeah, so sum means what, addition to positive integers. Okay, and other things are given here. Okay, so exceed with other by 16 and the integer. So here we have to write first the equation first. Okay, so sum means addition, positive means what, positive integers, it means is a 234. So one of them is exceed by other by 16, then find the, yes. So here first I am going to take the that unknown value, okay, as what, x. So that a smaller integer as, let consider, don't forget to write that because we are considering, let consider Okay, let's consider what we have to consider. A smaller integer is x. A smaller integer is what? X. So what is the statement says? One of them is exceeded by other 16. Correct. So it means here I can say that same statement as x plus 16. Okay. And what they said the next term, which is a sum of, is equal to 234. Okay, so that one number is x, another number is what? The 16. Okay, so a larger or bigger number or greater number is a 16. So here I can write this term as x into x plus 16 is equal to 234. Okay, just simplified. This is a variable and this is a that number. So x plus x, which is equal to 2x, which is equal to 234. So x is equal to, it is for a multiplication, it go for right hand side, go for what? Division. So 234 get divided by 2. Okay, sorry, I did here one mistake. Yeah, so 2x plus 16 is equal to 234. So 2x is equal to 234 minus 16, and which is equal to what? 2x is equal to, yeah, 16 minus 234 minus 16, which is equal to around 218. So x is equal to 218 divided by 2, which is equal to around 109. Okay, so x is equal to what? 109. Okay, that is a smaller number. Now what is the what they said? We have to find out the total two values, smaller one and greater one. Okay, so greater value is what? Greater value or number is equal to what? Is equal to x plus 16. So x plus 16, it means what? X plus 16, then 109 plus 16, which is equal to around 125. So smaller one value or number is equal to what? Is equal to 109 here. Wait, huh? 109. I don't know why it is not written here. And the greater value is equal to 125. That's it. And this is how you have to solve the number. Okay, it's all about simplification. Okay, how you are going to simplify it. Chalo, we will take more question of the same type. Word problem here we will take. Chalo, the question says here two integers. Okay. That is a question we have here. Yes. Chalo, we have that question here to solve. How can we solve that? Simply, what is the first task I have to told you? Simply, first we have to write that given equation. Yes, we have to write a given given statement in the form of mathematics, that is in an equation form. Okay, what is the two integers are there in the ratio of 7:3. Okay, and if they are differ means what? Simply the difference. Okay, by 24, then find its value. Simply, we all know the ratio, the terms are always ratio means what? That the ratio is what? The simplified form of a bigger number. Okay, it means what? It is in the form, it is a multiple of that one. Okay, so here if I am going to find out this way, let the integers be 7x and 3x, okay, as the ratio, then the difference, and what they have given, difference is equal to 24, then I can write the statement is like difference, therefore subtraction of multiple of 7, so 7x multiple of 3x is equal to 24. Okay, so simply if I am going to solve this, what will I get here, which is equal to 4x, which is equal to 24, x is equal to 24, this term come right hand side, it go for division, so which is equal to what, 4 6 are 7x. So what we have already considered, the numbers is equal to 7x and 3x, therefore 7 6 is equal to 7 6 are 42, and again 3 6 are is equal to 18, so that numbers are 42 and 18. So this is how you have to solve the questions. Okay, sure, we will discuss the next term or next terminology. Here you can see on your screen. Linear equation into variable, it is also similar one, but here only one change will be there, that is what, instead of only one variable we have to take one or more than one variable, it is what, two variable in short. Okay, so it can be xy, it can be ab, or it can be any number. Okay, so let's start it. A linear equation in a two variable. What is the change I have said? Here can be how many variable? Two variables. Okay. What is the general equation for that? Equation, or we can say a standard equation. What is the general equation and standard equation for that? It says here ax plus b y is equal to c. Here you can see x and y is what, is the variable. Okay, ax x and b is nothing but what, the variable values here. So general equations for that, it says. Now we will solve here the problem based on that. Simply when the two variables come, okay, what, two variables come, at that time we always required to solve, to find out the solution of that, at least any two equations. Okay, how many equations? Two equations. So it will be the convenient, or and then only you are going to solve the questions. Okay, so and that is also known as a simultaneous equations. So how many variables we required? It requires two equations at least. So 2x plus 3y, here we are going to take the first one, which is equal to 9. Okay, what, equation 1, and another one is what, that x plus that 7y is equal to 10, equation number 2. Okay, two equations are here, 2x plus 3y is equal to 9, x plus 7y is equal to 10. How many variables are? Two variables are here. See student, the linear equation in a two variable, okay, that is a standard equation, x plus by is equal to c, we can solve in a different method, different method. The very well known is a substitution method. method, and the second thing or the second term is a elimination method. Few more are there, but we are not, that is not a part of our syllabus. Why? Because they are too lengthy and we don't have any use of them. Okay, so these are the simplest and easiest. So substitution method and elimination method, these are what two methods. Here you can see what it said. First one, 2x plus 3y is equal to 9, x plus 7y is equal to 10. If you are going to follow or going to use any method, then the answer will be same here. Okay, in this lecture or now for this question, we are going to use the first method, that is a substitution method. Which method? Substitution method. So here equations are given. What it said, that 2x plus 3y is equal to 9 and x plus 7y is equal to 10. How can we solve that? Which method? Here we will use the substitution method. Okay, which method? Substitution method. I am unable to write D there because of that curve. Okay, so here we will use a substitution method. What is a substitution method set? It means we have to convert or we have to write any one of two equation in the simplest form, okay, or in the form of variables. So here I can observe it is very simple to convert. So here that x plus 7y is equal to 10. X plus what? 7y is equal to what? The 10. Simply I can convert it this way, 10 minus 7y. Easy. Okay. So put x is equal to that value in equation first. So what is the equation says here? 2 in a bracket 10 minus 7y. Okay, 10 minus what? 7y plus 3y is equal to 9. Is equal to what? 9. So let's simplify it. Always solve bracket first. So 2 into 10, which is equal to what? Which is equal to 20. 2 into minus 7 is equal to 14y plus 3y is equal to 9. So we will simplify it easily. Correct? That minus 14y plus 3y, this 20 come right hand side, it changes symbol, therefore it will be negative 20. Correct? It will be what? Negative 20. So minus 14y plus 3y, which is equal to minus 11y. And here we can observe what? See that minus 9, positive 9 minus 9, which is equal to minus 11. So y is equal to what will I get here? That minus 11 upon minus 11, minus minus get cancelled, which is equal to 1. So what will I get here? Y is equal to 1. Okay, what I get here? Y is equal to 1. See, here we have found out the value of y. Now what we have to find out? Value of x, because that is a question. Correct? So put y is equal to 1 in equation number 2 to find out the value. Okay, see what is the question? Second equation says here x plus 7 into 1 is equal to 10. So x is equal to, I can write directly 10 minus 7. So x is equal to what? 3. So here we have found out the value. X is equal to 3 comma 1. And this is how you have to solve the simultaneous equations. See what we have done here. I am going to revise. the x plus 7y 10, which is a given equations are there. I just converted that in terms of variable, just put it that value x is equal to in equation 1. You have choice, try to solve a maximum question so you can get familiar with this method. Okay, so just put it the value in equation 1, then simplified it. At the end, after simplification, what I get here, value of y, the same value I substituted in the equation 1 because equation 2, because it's convenient to me, that's why. And again, x equal to 3, x comma y is equal to 3 comma y, just simplified it. And that is nothing but what, the equations. Okay, and this is a substitution method. Okay, that is nothing but what, substitution method. See student, this is a substitution method, and now here we can solve, here we are going to solve the question by using a elimination method. Okay, so here we will take some examples or two equations. Okay, another type, and here which one, which thing here we are going to observe, or which method here we are going to solve, we are going to apply, which is what, the elimination method. Okay, elimination means what, simply we are going to cut down someone. Okay, so at the end we will get only one, we will observe only one variable, and that by finding that value, again we are going to substitute in somewhere some equation, and we will get the both answers. So here the pair of equation 3x minus 5y is equal to 21. Okay, and the 3x plus 6y is equal to minus 12. Okay, equation 1 and equation 2. See student, it is a elementary level mathematics. Up to 10th standard you have already solved such a questions. Okay, so it's not a rocket science, or that terms are not new for you. Okay, so 3x minus 5y is equal to 21, and 3x plus 6y is equal to minus 12. Two equations are there, and as I said here already I have written elimination method. Okay, so simply what we have to do, we have to eliminate, we have to cut down the any one variable out of two. Here we can see 3x minus 5y, 3x plus 6y. Okay, simply it's a totally depend on which type or how the pair of equations are given to you. Here we can see the 3x easily I can cut it. Okay, so simply I will write like subtract equation 1 from 2. Okay, so equation 1 from 2. So what will happen, see 3x plus 6y is equal to minus 12 minus 3x minus 5y is equal to 21, is equal to what, 21, and which symbol, negation. Therefore see what will happen, this one will get cancel, correct? So what will be the answer here, 0. See that minus will be what, plus, so plus, which means it means what, plus 11y. Okay, again that negative 21 and positive negative 12 and negative 21 we can observe here. Okay, so what will be the answer here, yes, which is equal to 33. So which is equal to negative 33. So again y is equal to negative 33 upon 11. So which is equal to what, which is equal to minus 3. What I get, y equal to minus 3. Now you don't have to again eliminate anyone. Okay, simply put that value, y is equal to minus 3. Okay, put y equal to minus 3 in any equations. Okay, I will put in the equation 1, equation 1. So what will happen, 3x minus 5 into minus 3 is equal to 21. So here 3x minus plus 3 5s are 15, correct, which is equal to 21. So x is equal to 3x is equal to 21 minus 15, which is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6 upon 3, and x is equal to, I will get here, is equal to 2. So what is the answer I have found? X equal to 2 and y equal to minus 3. That's it. And this is how you have to solve the questions. See, we have discussed two methods. Very first thing, the substitution method. In that, what we have to convert the any one equation and simply just put it down. Okay, whichever the first variable you have found out, again that variable you have to put in any equation. And in elimination method, what we have to do, we have to eliminate first and try to find out any one variable, and again same method we have to find out, we have to use, which we have already used in the previous method. Okay, and that is nothing but what? Elimination method. That is nothing but what? Elimination method here. Okay, sure. And okay, and that is elimination method. So here we have already solved the problem based on linear equation in one variable, linear equation in a two variable. Okay, now a simultaneous equation in 2 and 3 variables, so that one also we have already discussed. Okay, now the next term comes, which is a forming a simultaneous equation. Now what is exactly mean of a forming a simultaneous equation? Here, if we are going to write any day-to-day life statement in the form of equation, and that equation if in the form of the linear equation, then that term we can consider as a forming a simultaneous equations. Okay, and how can you do that? Simply it's depend on you. Okay, how you are trying to analyze, how you are analyzing or understanding the questions, visualizing the questions. Okay, simply what will be the example? I will take one example based on that. Okay, so you can observe. Here I have one question. Here I am going to write one question. Wait, huh? Two numbers. Okay, here you can see the question. What is the question? Says the sum of two number is a 20 and the difference of their square is a 80. Find the values. What is the topic? Says the forming of a simultaneous equation. Okay, so how can we write that? So simply I am trying to write the question in the form of equation first. What it said? Sum of two numbers. So that first number, okay, that first number can be x or the second one is a y. Okay, what it said? A sum of two numbers is a 20. It means what? Simply as per that statement, x plus y. Sum means what? Addition, which is equal to 20. The difference of their square, it means what? The x square and y square difference means what? Subtraction, which is equal to what? Is equal to 80. Find their values. So that is a question. So which is equal to, and this is, see what I have did, just form the equation by reading the sentence, and that is a forming of sentences. Okay, see student, that x square minus y square. Now how to solve, or how can I find out the value of x and y? How can I know that values? Okay, simply I know that one formula, correct, which you have already studied in 6 or 7 standard. Okay, what is the formula? Says that a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. Okay, So I can apply that here. What? X plus y, x minus y is equal to 80. See student, that x plus y I have already considered as what? The 20. Okay, therefore the same statement I can write as a x minus y is equal to 80. Correct? Yes. Therefore here I can write the same statement as x minus y is equal to 4 and x plus, yes, coming, x plus y is equal to 20. How I have written that? Simply by doing the here that express, I can express that term as x minus y is equal to 20 4 80. So it is already x plus y, and x minus y is equal to what I have taken as a 4. Okay, so two equations are here. Wait, let me insert the new page. So two expressions are come here. What? X minus y is equal to 4 and x plus y is equal to 20. See, pair of equation in how many variable? Two variable, xy, xy. Okay, so this is how you have to form the equations. That's it. X minus y is equal to 4, x plus y is equal to 4. If you want to solve it easily by any method, you can solve it. Okay, see, here I am going to solve. You have two choices: elimination method or the substitution method. Okay, I will choose here the elimination method. So here add equation 1 and 2. So x minus y is equal to 4 plus x plus y is equal to 20. What will happen here? That x plus x is equal to 20, x minus plus get cancelled, therefore 0 is equal to 24. So here x is equal to 24 upon 2, which is equal to 12. Okay, put x equal to 12 in equation first. So what will happen here? That 12, we all know the equation first. Okay, minus y is equal to 4. So minus y is equal to 4 minus 12. So minus y is equal to minus 8. Correct? Minus minus get cancelled, and here y is equal to positive 8. So what is the question says? The smaller number and bigger number. So here that x comma y, bigger number is what? Smaller or bigger number value will be what? The 12 and the 8. That's it. This is how you have to solve the equations. Okay. So this term here I also covered. In a WhatsApp group I will take some more questions, so you can easily practice it. Okay, now more term we have to understand. Equation second, that is a quadratic equation in a one variable. Okay, quadratic equation in where? In a one variable we have to understand. What is the time now? It's around 9 o'clock now. Okay, student, see, today we have covered already 2 to 3 things, almost 4 things. So here I am going to wind up this lecture. Next lecture we will discuss the more terms, this one. Okay, tomorrow. So here I am going to wind up this lecture. Having any doubt, feel free to contact me, and suggestions are always welcome. Thank you.